Hey everybody, Kay here with Girl Scout Crafts. Today we are going to be making the turkey. You see that without the glare? Let's see. Okay, look, no glare. We are going to be making the turkey out of this kit that I got from Michaels. Kits like this are great to have on hand for time fillers, a quick craft, or when your meeting plans completely change at the last minute. Everything you need comes in this kit except for glue. And after some trial and error, like a lot of trial and a lot of error, I found that glue dots are the easiest way to get the pieces to stick. The glue was sliding on the cups and wasn't holding everything still. The glue dots are relatively inexpensive. I got this box. There's 300 in it. For about $5. You won't need to use all of them for this kit. So it's a pretty good deal and well worth it to save yourself the headache and drama with the little girls because they can't get their stuff to hold still. It's just going to be easier if you use glue dots. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, the very first thing I suggest you do is get this kit a couple of days or the day before your meeting, and take about half an hour to an hour to punch everything out. As you can see, with this kit, they've put everything onto the individual sheets depending on colors, but like this little square right here, you've got wings for the turkey and wings for the owl. So you can't just hand a girl her cup and say, here's all the pieces that you need for your bird, because they're all mixed up. You've got parts for every different bird on all of these different pieces, with the exception of this black one has all of the pieces for the crow. Well, these two. These are all crow pieces. Everything else is mixed up between owl and turkey. And you have two crow pieces right here and here. So I suggest go home, get the kit, go home, take the cups out, spread them out on your table, and just start punching things out and lay it out in order so that you can see what goes in what. And then start filling your cups with all of the different pieces so that you know everything is there and everything's all together. And then I would put each individual cup into its own little zipper bag. I keep quart-size Ziploc bags on hand just for crafting stuff that I just reuse over and over and over. That way I know that they're not being used for food or anything, and I know if I just need a bag to stick some craft stuff in, I've got them on hand. But I would stick each cup into its own zipper bag, and that way when you ask the girls which one they want to make, they can just tell you, and you hand them the bag, and you know that all of the parts are there. Especially for like daisies and brownies, they're not going to have the patience to wait for you to punch out the pieces. Pieces are going to get lost. You're going to have girls fighting over, that was my wing, no, that was mine. If you have the time, or make the time, take the time to cut all the, punch out all the pieces, make them up into own little bird kits, it will save you a lot of headache and a lot of trouble. And you'll be glad you did in the long run. Alright, so let's get started. We're going to make the turkey, like I said. Here are all of the parts that have been punched out from all the different sheets. This is everything that you're going to need to make one little turkey. I highly, highly suggest, like I've said in my other videos, in case you haven't watched those yet, that either you or you have another adult punch the parts out and put them in a kit. All of them have had this little teeny tiny piece for their beak, and then the turkey also has this other little tiny part, and these two little tiny parts that are going to get lost, they're going to get torn. So just, save yourself the headache and at least punch those parts out. You have in the kit big feathers and little feathers. It looks on the picture like they have used the big feathers for the turkey and the smaller feathers for the owl. So that's what I did. I really don't think in the grand scheme of things it's going to matter if you use them, you know, big for the turkey and little for the owl, or big for the owl and little for the turkey. It's not going to matter. So if somebody, you know, wants to switch their tail feathers, that's fine. It really doesn't even matter if, you know, you have several girls that want to switch colors. It's just, this is what they've designed, but that doesn't mean you have to follow it. Let them use their own creativity and switch things up if they want to. So we will be using our little turkey picture as a guide. Oh, now it stays. The other thing I found out when making the owl is that the glue, and I stopped the video and I tried several different glues, and they were all really, really slippery on this cup. And I had trouble. I'm an experienced crafter. I've been crafting for over 40 years. And even I was having trouble getting the feathers to stay while I did other things on the cup. And I would set the cup down and they would just kind of start to slide off. You're not going to be able to deal with that with little girls. So I got out my glue dots, and I was planning on just using glue dots for the eyes, but I'm finding using glue dots for all of it is saving me a ton of a headache. So definitely spend the money for the $5 for the glue dots. As you can see here, I cut mine into little strips. And sorry, the camera's shaking. I cut mine into pairs of 2 because the strip of glue dot paper that they come on likes to curl back up on itself because it's been in the box forever. And a lot of times you'll get it where it will fold directly onto itself, so you have glue on glue, and then you end up wasting glue dots. So I find it's just easier to go ahead and cut them up into the small pieces, stack them up or spread them out, however it works. They're on like a waxed paper, so they don't stick to the paper themselves like that really, but it just makes it a lot easier. So let's go ahead and get started. First thing that I'm going to do is glue the eyes onto the body. And if you've never used glue dots before, the easiest way to do it is leave the glue dot actually on the paper that it comes on, and then take whatever you are gluing, just stick that onto the dot itself, and then it will pull off of the paper and stay on whatever it is you're trying to glue. So that's the easiest way to do it. It's quick and easy. And we will stick one eye down, and then again just hold the glue dot, take whatever you're gluing, stick it onto it like that, peel the paper off, and then the glue dot is on the item you are gluing. So there are his little eyes. Here's his little, what is this called? A warbler, something. that gets layered on it like that. So I would take your glue dot, stick your foam to it, pull that off, and you might need to help them with that part because it's teeny tiny. I kind of like it going that way. So there's that stuck on there. And then, yep, there's my glue. Stick that on like that. Come on, glue. That on there. And yes, the glue does stick to absolutely everything. So, there's his little face. And then we have his tummy. And his tummy is kind of big. So I'm going to use 2 glue dots for this. You could probably get away with 3, but I really think that 2 is going to be plenty. I don't think you're going to need 3. So there's that. And we will stick that down. Okay, so his little beak needs to get lifted up. There we go. Isn't he cute? So that part's done for now. I'll move that over to the side. Here's his little wings. His wings are a little confusing to me if, again, you just go by the picture. Because on the wings, it looks like it goes red and then black and then brown. That black is actually this dark brown color. And those get put on lined up with the red. So it will get put on like that. Can you see that? And my camera doesn't zoom when it's recording because it's a stupid camera. Anyway, so it'll look like that when you're done. So again, this is really, it's a simple craft. I think the girls would have fun doing it. I'm kind of having fun doing it. And this goes quick enough that if you actually wanted to make these as a gift for girls in your troop, like to put a little snack in, or a fall gift if you're doing a party or something, it's definitely cheap enough and quick enough that you could, even if you're really crafting challenged, you could knock these out, probably all 12 of them, in maybe an hour. So there's his wings. Those are cute. And then here's his little feet. And that will go on like that. And all of that gets glued onto the back of him. These little wings can go kind of any which way the girls want them to go on. Really doesn't matter. So you can have one of them up, one of them down, both of them up. This is where personal preference comes into play. However they stick them on there, they stick them on there. I am going to just put a glue dot right here at the edge of the foam shape. See how I've got it right there? And that way it gives me a little bit of room to kind of play around with where I'm going to place them, what direction they're going to go on. So there's that. And he's going to be excited because it's Thanksgiving, which doesn't make sense to me, but there you have it. So there's his little wings. Got those on. Now let's do his little feet. The little feet, when you put the body on, if you put the feet too low, then the cup isn't going to sit straight on the table. So if you want the cup to sit straight on the table, then plan on moving the body up, which that's fine. That's, you know, totally not an issue. If the body's way up high on the cup or way down low, well, yeah, it's kind of an issue if it's way down low on the cup, but way up high doesn't really matter. So let's get the feet stuck on. And again, just glue dot and there. Yep, it sticks to everything. So there's one little foot. And let's see, I want his feet sticking out. So put the glue on that side. Pull it off. And there are his little feet. So now his whole body is done. All of that. Look how adorable. These are really cute. The picture on the box just doesn't do them justice when they're all put together. So, with the feathers, like I've shown in other videos, if you've had a chance to watch those, the feathers have a straight side there and then a straight side there. And they fit together like a puzzle so that they will all line up. Now on the small feathers, when you do that, it kind of ends up weird on the cup. So it ends up like that. And these are bigger feathers, so it's going to end up even more weird. So if they line them up like that, it's okay. It will work. It's just a little weird. And because it would fit flat on the cup. So I am going to just kind of start sticking the feathers on. And on these, I'm probably going to overlap them a little bit just because they're so big. And see how easy that, like you can, that's not coming off. And it's quick and it's done. And they can, as soon as it's finished, they can walk out of your meeting. They'll have to pull to get that off of there, which is what you want. With the glue, I wouldn't have even been able to pick it up off the table. It was really just sliding right on off of there. Totally not being helpful. So, this side, here's my glue. Yeah, I kind of like these, the bigger feathers overlapped a little bit. So there's that one. And I need some more glue. One, two, three. See how that just folds right on over? Can you see that? And it just sticks right to itself. And then you can't use those glue dots anymore. It's just easier to cut them apart, especially for your girls. They'll thank you for it. And your sanity will thank you for it. So, glue and peel and feather. Can you see? Really, it is just peel and stick. And which way are my feathers going? That way. So glue, peel, and stick. And glue, is that the right way? Yep. Glue, peel, and stick. There are our feathers on our cup. Those are so cute. I really am having fun making these little crafts. So, that's done. The body is all done. And now it's just stick the body on the cup. On the other ones, I put the seam on the back. On this one, I'm putting the seam on the front. It doesn't matter. I don't know why I did it the other way before, other than it doesn't matter. I do suggest 3 glue dots to hold the body on, just because it's a big piece. And you want to make sure that that stays on there. I really don't think it would be a problem if you only use 2, but you definitely want no less than 2. So I have my 3 glue dots right there. And then I will just stick his little body right on there. And he is done. So, there's my adorable little turkey. Perfect for popcorn or, you know, other little snacks or treats or, you know, pencils or crayons, whatever you are giving out to the girls. Be cute for a little party activity. They do sit up, although you can't really see from that camera angle. But there you have it. One adorable little turkey from the Creatology craft kit from Michaels. Well, that's it for this time. I hope you found this video helpful. Please click the red subscribe button below so you won't miss any new videos. You can join our Girl Scout Crafts family on Facebook at Girl Scout Crafts 1912 to join the discussions, get some crafting help, suggest new videos you'd like to see, and have some fun with us. And if you need more help, you can check out our website at girlscoutcrafts1912.com, where you'll find written instructions, templates, and pictures for some of the projects on our channel and links to where we get our supplies. The links are in the description below, just in case you missed them. Thanks for watching, and happy crafting!